everyone, welcome to Cosmic Hope Tarot. My name is Ilana. I'm an intuitive psychic. I'm very grateful to be here doing what I love, having fun sitting outside in the warm weather of the UK with all my cards and channeling for me and for you, everything that comes through. So, what are we going to be doing today? Today we're going to be bringing messages through about your ancestors. Now, what have we been called to do in this lifetime, in this ascension, in this awakening, is to release our ancestors and to be able to understand what holds us back. What did we pick up from our ancestors, whether it's physical, in the mind, the body, the spirit? What did we pick up in our genetic makeup, or what did we pick up from our families, from our parents, that could have held us back in some way, so that we don't function as well? What do they want to say to us, and how can we release? What can we release? So I'm going to be using the Animal Tarot, which is beautiful cards with lots of different types of animals. I'm going to be using them, and I'm going to choose 4 cards and 4 clarifying cards. And these are going to be messages that are going to come to you of releasing and surrendering some things, or some messages, or behavior patterns, value systems that you may have, or you may be holding on to, that are not actually yours, they're actually your ancestors. And by letting them go, you're able to move on in life in some way, in a better way. Obviously, this is a general reading and it may not resonate, but let me know if it does, let me know if it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fell out. So let's have 4, and then let's have 4 qualifiers. So that's 4 cards, and then 4 qualifiers, Spirit. Thank you. Like I said, sometimes you may be doing things, or you may be not able to move on because you are actually not. This is not you. This is your ancestors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fell out. Okay, we'll use that. We'll use these as clarifiers. Okay, let's have a look first of all at the messages that we got here this could be what's holding you back in some way. This is all signs, and it's timeless. You can use these messages anytime to help you on your spiritual journey. Okay, we have the Raccoon, which is the Page of Pentacles. We have the Toad, which is the 3 of Wands. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. We have Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. We have the Owl, which is the Keeper of the Light, which is, I'm not exactly sure, but it's upside down and it's keeping the light from you. I'll have a look at that in a moment. And we have the Pelican, which is the 6 of God, I can have it, 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords upside down. Okay, so basically what I'm seeing here is, let's have a look at the first one, the Raccoon. Okay, Page of Pentacles, sorry, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, the Raccoon, right, Earth energy, right. Your ancestors, you could have an ancestor that really held back a lot, so they weren't able to offer love. They held everything to themselves. So this is fascinating. Do you have an issue with bringing in money, or giving money, give and take of money? Because it could be that this ancestor was stingy, okay, and they weren't able to hand over the pentacle. They're holding the pentacle in their hand, and they're not handing it over. And as you can see, they've turned away from the bridge. Also, they're not prepared to go onto that bridge to connect to anyone. So they're keeping to themselves with this pentacle. Their back is towards the bridge instead of having a bridge to reconnect and to share with. I'm seeing. It could be that they just, as I say, they were a bit stingy, and maybe that doesn't help you, and it's hard for you to share what you have. Maybe there's a very big fear in you that you cannot attract money or give money, and this comes from your ancestors. Right, we have the Three of Wands here, and this is fire energy. And so what I see here of the ancestors is 3 frogs. So 3 ancestors sitting around these 3 branches. Okay, but again, this is the lack mentality. There is only 3 branches, okay? One branch, they're looking at one branch, and it's got lots and lots of flowers on it. However, the second one has hardly got anything, and this one is bare. Okay, so the lack mentality here is that's all there is to share. Instead of there being loads and loads of flowers and every branch, these are 3 different opportunities or ways they could have gone. And again, they're just seeing lack, I feel. Also, what I'm seeing here is 3 ancestors of yours, and you're being held back here because they cannot decide which way to go. Okay, why wouldn't, they can't share, because if they could share, they'd all share the one in the middle, which has got all the flowers on it. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers. So there's more flowers than toads, than frogs, yeah? The 3 of Wands here. Also, they're procrastinating. This is what I'm picking up from Spirit. This is an ancestor that they are procrastinating. They've jumped out of the water and they're sitting here looking at the good, but they're not going towards it. They're not grabbing the opportunity. They're just sitting there watching. And you've got one ancestor here that's got a lot of fire in them. The other 2 are just more or less, they're not sure what to do. So this one's got the fire in them. Can you see the orange? That's fire, that's passion. So you've got one ancestor here that's really excited, wants to jump forward and take control and do something new. And these 2 are just sitting there looking, thinking, I'm not sure. So sitting back, but this one really wants to jump forward and do something, yeah? These 2 are not sure. They think, well, shall I just jump back in the water and not do anything? But this one's really passionate. So you could have someone in your life. Again, I'm seeing here somebody who's got passion for life or for a dream, but they're not grabbing the dream. Also, I'm seeing here the owl, the keeper of the light. Something, this is the hanged man. This is the hanged man. And so they are basically keeping the light away from you. Keeper of the light, holding the light back in some way. Oh no, the bat is the hangman. This is probably, oh God, I can't think at the moment, but I'm not sure what major arcana this would be. It will come to me, but in the meantime, all I can say, I'll have a look in the middle in a minute. In a minute, what comes up from the rider. Rider weight. But what I'm seeing is you had an ancestor that was depressed and low and couldn't go into the light. They were held back. They were also a nightly person perhaps, but it didn't do them any favors. So they didn't sleep. They had a lot of insomnia and they couldn't go into the light, because the light was hidden from them in some way. The owl is holding back the light, but it's upside down. So this is what's holding you back, because this ancestor could have been that you don't need it anymore. You need to let go of this ancestor that could have been holding the light back from you in some way. Okay, so again, I'm not exactly sure what this major arcana is. And then we've got the pelican, which is the 6 Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, yeah. This ancestor wasn't able to move on. They hold you back from moving on. They hold you back from moving on. It's nothing to do with you. It's them. That's why, you can move on. It's upside down because you've been given permission to move on. Catch that fish. This ancestor didn't move forward. They procrastinated. All you've got to do is say, this is not yours. This is theirs. This is blocking you. Blocking the light from you. Okay? Right. I haven't got the book on me, which is a shame. I haven't got the book. But what we're going to do is we're going to clarify. So major arcanas, let's see, major arcanas that could relate to. Keeper of the light, something that's holding the light back. Okay, so we have the whale, we have the whale, we have the otter, these are clarifications. The otter, which is the Three of Cups upside down, okay? Okay, that's interesting. You could have the Three of Cups upside down, always shows me interference in love. The cups are love. It could be a third party. Did your ancestors hold back love from people? Did they hold back romantic love? Do you have issues with romantic love where you don't know how to go forward? You don't know how to bond with your partner or to open your heart to your partner because someone in your ancestry was like that and they held back people. There's a third party here. It could be a parent. It could be another person in the equation. My grandparents fell in love and they ran away together and were disinherited because somebody in the family didn't want them to come together. Okay, so this is upside down. This is saying to you, you don't need this. The blockage is coming from your ancestors. It's coming from them. You don't need this. We have the Six of Cups here. Yeah, coming from the past. The past lives, ancestors, the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is all about family and the past and telling you to move on because there were people, there were ancestors in your life and in past lives that stopped you from moving on. And you've got the Page of Cups here as well. Page of Cups. So which ancestor was Page of Cups? Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Cold. The polar bear is cold. There's a coldness. There was a coldness in this ancestor, the polar bear. Okay? The Page of Cups. Not enough love. The pages are very immature. They don't give a lot of love. So this is ancestry. This could be blocking you from getting the world and the life that you deserve. The whale, the all-encompassing, this is the world. Yeah? This is what you are being held back. You maybe have ancestors here that maybe traveled, and that gives you an urge to travel, which is a positive thing. Or an ancestor that couldn't settle. They were always moving around, like the wandering Jew. They could never settle. And then you've got this. You've got the all-encompassing world where they couldn't settle in any way. I hope this is helping you to understand that some of these issues, I'm getting it, a lot of these issues are not yours. These are issues from your ancestors. Okay, I'm going to have a look now at the Rider-Waite. And I want to clarify, I'd like to clarify, why is the owl, the keeper of the light, upside down? Keeper of the light upside down. Why is the keeper of the light upside down, Spirit? What can this teach? Okay, thank you. Right, so we have the Ten of Swords upside down, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, something happened which is over, and you need to let it go. Four of Pentacles upside down, time to let it go. But this again is a blockage that is coming from, not from you. You learned it in the past. You learned, again, we've got the same again, let go. Don't be stingy. Remember the stinginess of the raccoon that will not go onto that bridge, will not share, will not cross the bridge, will not share. It's holding on to that pentacle. And here we have the Four of Pentacles upside down. Okay? Stinginess, not sharing, not giving and taking. Sometimes you need to share the light, but also share your abundance. Give and take. And some ancestor in your life wasn't able to do that. They weren't able to share their abundance. And then you've got the Ten of Swords upside down. So they knew that, you know, this has got to end. It's finished. Moving on from the blockages that are being caused in you because of ancestry. Because of ancestry. Keeper of the light. This could be the moon, could be Pisces, Cancer energy. I'm picking up here. Right, at the bottom of the deck we have, oh my God, the Ace of Pentacles. We got the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So an ancestor of yours, maybe they wanted to make an offer of some kind, but they didn't. They held back on it. And because they can't, you are being asked to let go of that. Let go of lack. The lack that they were feeling. As I said, we have the Three of Wands here. Go forward. Don't hold back with your passions, with your dreams. Yeah? Fascinating. There's a coldness here in some ancestors. The polar bear is very cold, very isolated a lot. We have depression. The keeper of the light, holding the light back. Staying in the darkness. It could have been ancestors with depression, but you've been told, yeah? Holding the light back. The owl, that is something that comes out at night. Darkness, depression. Your dark side could be coming from ancestors, not from you. You are light. You want to move on. You want a better life, don't you? And of course, so what we got here was, the big message here is the Ten of Swords upside down, which we got, which I must have put back because I can't find it now. Ten of Swords upside down, Ten of Wands. Somebody in your ancestry, you don't need to stand up for what you believe in and be so, you're so injured. Look, your poor injured little soldier, that this comes, maybe the victim, your ancestor was a victim and you learned how to be that victim. You don't need to, but you are holding on for dear life and you don't need to be in survival mode anymore. You can move on. So let go. Let go of lack, let go of suffering. Yeah. Yeah. That's it, really. That's the whole message. That's the whole message. Okay? That's the message. You can let go of the burdens. You can move on. You can get the world and the love that you deserve. God knows you deserve it. I'm just going through here to see if I can see more about that owl figure. We've got the Hermit upside down. It could be a Virgo energy again. Ancestors of yours that might have isolated, kept away from the general public, didn't like people. It could be that maybe that's why you struggle. Maybe that's why you struggle with other people. Do you struggle with other people? I know that I struggle with people. Is that coming from your ancestors? Could be. Could be. Anyway, that's the main message that I'm picking up here. Just checking my major arcanas here. Could be the main. It's not the High Priestess. So that's the major arcanas I'm picking up here, okay? I'm just going through the cards at the moment. The Hangman. Could be the Hangman. So don't step... There's an ancestor that is here. I'm getting the name Michael, Maureen, Janet, Steve, Louise, Deb, Dev, William, Jacob, Jackie. Those are a couple of the names that have come through to me with ancestors. And so you're being called to move on from some of these patterns that don't really serve you anymore, quite honestly. They don't serve you. It's probably the Hangman. It must be the Hangman. So I can't see any others. The Hangman. There it is. 10 of Swords. So yeah, it's over. Let them go. Let the ancestors go. Understand these are not your issues. 10 times they were stabbed in the back. Why did you recreate that? It's not yours to recreate. 10 times you were stabbed in the back, maybe. We saw also the light that has been withheld from you, the depression that they may have gone through. You may have inherited this. It's not yours. Let it go. You don't need it anymore. You don't need these issues. You don't need this suffering. You don't need this pain. Keeper of the light. Okay? You don't need to keep the light away from you. Like these ancestors that were in depression, suffering, struggling, in lack and struggle. You are not in survival mode anymore. So let it go. Breathe. Let them go. Let's just let them go. Please watch the reading before this where they ask you to light a candle for them. They want to come into your life and heal you. And they want you to let them go. As I say, we are here to release ancestors. So I call on all the ancestors around the collective that are watching this. Whenever you watch it, it will help you let go of any blockages, any depression, any sadness, anything that you do not need anymore. Anything you do not need anymore, the ancestors, let them go. We will let them go. Okay, you don't need to be in survival mode. We're not living in survival mode anymore. It's fight and flight. Your ancestors do not need you to live like that. They want you to release this. All right? Let them go. Release and surrender. I ask that all the energies around the collective, my beautiful collective that are watching, that all the ancestry around them be released, wiped out, so they can heal, so they can move on from any issues that are not theirs, any health issues, anything that is not theirs. I ask that they are able to move on. If you want a personal reading with me, it's bellairilana@gmail.com. We can work together. We can release health issues, mind, body, spirit issues, anything that you feel you need to release. Okay? Namaste, everyone. Please subscribe, share and like. Have a beautiful day. Take care and look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Bye-bye.